Let's breathe together. Get comfortable on your back with your legs uncrossed, supported by the surface under you. Aware of yourself and notice any tension that's easy to let go of. Maybe your face, your jaw, your scalp, the back of your head, your shoulders. Good. Now bring the air in through both nostrils if you can, and pull it down until your belly rounds up and signals you that you've brought the air down to the bottom of the lungs where most of the blood circulates. About half a teacup at the top of the lungs and a whole liter approximately at the bottom of the lungs. So as you pull the breath down, you give your body the gift of the big exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen, creating a healthy balance. Pull it down, round your belly, and then keep pulling it in and round up across your back and your rib cage and across your upper back and your chest. And at the top, spill it out and let it flow out. Let your body gently lengthen and flatten all the way to the bottom, and the belly button moves back toward the spine. And then breathe in again and create the pattern and the rhythm of breathing with your whole body, rounding up like a barrel on the inhale and lengthening and flattening on the exhale. Easy and relaxed, not trying too hard. Just the right amount of tension to pull the air in and let it go. Good. Now pull the breath in, and when you reach the top, take in 3 extra sniffs. And then let it go and let it flow out all the way to the bottom. And at the bottom, do 3 extra puffs to let go of that last bit, that residual. And continue that breath, that pattern of sniffing at the top and puffing at the bottom. Again, not trying too hard. Easy and relaxed. Breathing in through both nostrils and warming and filtering and humidifying the air. And breathing out either through rounded lips, your nose or your lips, all the way to the bottom. Good. In ancient times, it's thought that laughter was a communication, and that it was used as a signal to signal that everything was okay. And that this has remained within us, so that laughter creates an I'm okay feeling, and it communicates it to others. So a person would laugh to signal it was okay, and it would be picked up by a person, and they would laugh, and then like a chain it would communicate across a community of people that everything's okay. Let's add laughter to our inhale and our exhale. Round up on the inhale and use your whole body and fill up. And then at the top, exhale it out with a ha-ha. Try it. And do that several times and signal to yourself and anyone who's close by that everything is okay. Do it several times and then return your breath. Return your breath to that natural, long, whole body breath. Checking yourself again for tension. And these simple practices are something you can do without tuning into a YouTube to listen to a morning routine. Do this on your own. Just wake up in the morning and get comfortable on your back with the legs uncrossed and notice your tension and let go of anything that you can breathe away. And then notice your inhale and make sure your belly's rounding, that you're pulling the air all the way down. Then add some sniffs and some puffs to the routine. And here's a question to ask yourself, 2 questions actually. Where am I? The answer is here. And what time is it? And the answer is now. And on the next inhale and exhale, round up to the top and then laugh on the way out. And do that several times. And you've created your own simple, healthy, good morning routine. Begin this morning with your feet, practicing using tension in our feet to build strength and release tension and create range of motion in our feet. Such important parts of us, our feet. Complicated too, with all the bones and nerves and tendons and muscles. Curl your toes and hold your toes in a curled position. And as you hold them, breathe the long breath. And notice the tension that was created, the twinges of pain, maybe cramps. Hold and breathe and see if by holding and breathing the feet settle. If not, ease off a little bit on the tension or even let go completely and try again. And find a place where you can hold the tension and continue the breath. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. And over time, softer. Good. Now release your toes and let your breath be natural. Wiggle your feet a little to let go of the tension that was created. Now curl your toes and point your feet away from you. And notice again the tension, any pain, any cramps. Release and do it again and find the amount of tension that creates a challenge without going too far for yourself. And breathe. Breathe the big breath as you point your toes. Hold the curled toes and breathe. Notice whether the twinges or the cramps go away as you hold. Remember to continue the breath. The tendency is to hold our breath when we do things that create that tension. Override that tendency and breathe and adjust the point of your toes and the curl of your toes to find that point of gentle challenge. And perhaps as you breathe, noticing whether you need to decrease or whether you can increase the point and the curl. Good. And now release the feet and wiggle them and maybe draw circles with your big toe and let the tension in your feet go. This time, curl your toes and pull your feet back so that your heel pushes away and your curled toes pull back. And breathe. And notice. And adjust. Adjust the tension and the curl and the pull. So you find a gentle challenge. And at that gentle challenge point, breathe. And increase the tension or decrease the tension to find that perfect spot of just the right amount of tension. Good. And then release the feet and celebrate your feet. They'll thank you for doing this for them. This is an easy one to do in a multitask situation. If you're sitting watching TV, if you're sitting at your computer, to curl your toes and point your toes and breathe and release. And curl your toes and pull the toes and the feet back as you push your heels away. See if you can remember to build that into your routines during the day. Now continue the long breath, and again practicing the breath, the long breath, the whole body breath in, all the way to the top, and then 3 sniffs, and the open mouth and the ah on the way out on the exhale. Extend the exhale with a long ah. Sniffing at the top. Ah on the way out. All of this long, deep breathing creates healthy effects. Some of these things have been actually tested in research studies. And this is one that was, and it's the one that showed a continued positive effect over a 24-hour time period. When the subjects did 5 minutes of this breath at the beginning of the day, they had a 24-hour effect, a positive effect. How great is that? 5 minutes for 24 hours. Let's do it. Inhaling and 3 sniffs at the top, and exhaling and ah on the way out. Good. Stimulating that vagus nerve. So important for the stress response in our society. Toning that vagus nerve has the job of returning us from moments of stress and action back to a neutral position so we don't wear ourselves out in a constant state of stress. And so we build it and tone it, both through the breath and through the sound, the motion of the breath massaging that nerve, and the sound as the nerve passes through the auditory or close to the auditory channel, vibrating, creating a frequency with the sound of the sigh. Continue breathing in and sniffing at the top and exhaling out with the audible sigh. Good, continue. We'll do the 5 minutes and set ourselves up for the day. A good thing. Good. Keep breathing the whole body breath and sighing out on the long exhale. Good. Now breathe in a long breath all the way to the top, and at the very top, suspend the breath lightly, no extra tension. Maybe for a 2 count, just notice how long you can comfortably stay that way. And then exhale and let the breath flow out. Flow it out all the way to the bottom, and again, just suspend lightly. And notice the length of time you can suspend comfortably without gasping for air. Smooth and relaxed. And then enjoy resting on your back and enjoying the benefits of the movement and the breath and the focus and the concentration. And may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Have a great day.